Hello, church family. I'm Janice Burford, and I have just learned a new self-help skill that I'd really excited about, and I'd like to pass on to you in these days of stress and worry that we're all in. It's called EFT tapping. That stands for Emotional Freedom Technique tapping. It is based on points of where you would get acupuncture or acupressure around your face and your upper body. And it actually is a way to shortcut between your mind and your body. So if you tap on spots, it's called the meridians on your head and your face, you can bring out, it will release endorphins into your body to help calm you. So I'm going to lead you through the different points. We start with the top of your head. You can use 2 fingers, all fingers, just pat your head, tap your head, just do a gentle tapping. And then I have to take my glasses off. There's right here on your eyebrow, right at the point where your eyebrow starts on the bone there. And then next to your eye, right where your eye socket bone is. And under your eye. It doesn't really matter how long you spend on each spot. If you're in a position where you can only tap on one spot, that's all right. That's also fine. And the spots are on both sides of your face. So you've got here, so either one, depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed, and you don't have to do both sides. But if you like balance, some people like to do, just to have a feeling of balance on both sides. And then under your nose, right where your little crease is, your lip. And under your mouth. And your collarbone. It's right where, so you have where your collarbones come down here on either side of right where that spot right in here. If you just use your whole end of your hand, you'll hit the spot. You'll see it. You'll do it and it feels comforting. And there's under your arm. It's just a hand width, right, for women where your bra strap is. And then on either hand, they call it the karate chop point. So just doing the tapping alone, it can be relaxing. But it's very effective if you also use it with a statement to bring out. So you start with a statement where you bring out what you're feeling stressed about, what is upsetting you. And as you tap, saying those words, you're softening that stress. You're bringing out the endorphin from the point. So you can say to yourself, even though I am very upset and stressed about the coronavirus, my world seems upside down. Everyone's world seems upside down, and it's making me very upset and confused and frightened And even though I'm frightened and confused, I feel I am complete and loved by God and safe in His arms. Even though I am very upset and frightened about the coronavirus, I still am in God's arms and feel safe and whole. Even though I'm afraid that I may get sick, I'm afraid that my loved ones may get sick. I'm afraid there will not be enough care for me or my loved ones. I still feel safe in God's arms. I still feel God is there for me. Even though the world seems upside down, I still feel safe in God's arms. And you can replay this and repeat the words after me to practice, or you can come up with your own affirmation, however you'd like to say it. So there's scientific backing behind the effectiveness of this technique. I learned it from a therapist who has used it in practice, and it's frequently now used by therapists. It's being used for people with PTSD. The tapping, as you remember the frightening event, someone who has a terrible event in their life with PTSD, when you bring it into your mind while you're tapping, the tapping, creating the endorphins while you're imagining this terrible thing, it softens the memory. It changes sort of the brain chemistry. It's actually scientifically evidence-based that it will soften the memory, and it's helping people. It can be used for remembering any unpleasant memory that you'd like to soften. I had a thought of trying it out, remembering some unpleasant childhood memories, and when I did that, it actually they're not PTSD kind of memories, just things that sometimes come into my mind. And I realized that as I was tapping on it, it's almost dropped the veil off of many happy memories I remembered as a child. And I started seeing a better picture of how happy my childhood was much bigger than these small things unpleasant things that I remembered. And it was really powerful. Also, some people have found it very effective in weight loss. My therapist counsels people that taught me this. Not my therapist, she's my instructor in my class. She taught us this. And one of her weight loss and health and well-being are one of her focuses, and she uses it with people to help with food cravings. That when you're craving food, when you're not hungry, to soften that craving and comfort you with the tapping instead of using food as comfort. Just any stressful time. One trick is that you can use. I think that I find the tapping most effective, but say you're in a meeting at work or in something that's very stressful and you just sitting there tapping would look weird. You can just sort of sit there and go, and take your finger and press on the spot. It's a little acupressure. Just go, oh, I understand. And it will help. Well, I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you'll use it. And if we see each other, please let me know if you find some comfort in it. Thank you.